we are having a live Q&A session with myself and Ava. If you've got questions for us, any types of questions that you have about your business, type it into that chat box and we are going to help you. So let's see. So Janice, are you supposed to be seeing something on the screen? We don't have anything on the screen, just our lovely faces right now.
I mean, you're just stuck with
That's
us.
all you need to see.
Kind of rough, but you just have to make do for now.
Yeah.
If you want something specific, if we're discussing a specific topic based on your question, then we will share the screen.
Definitely. All right. So Alita, my first time joining Learning To, welcome. So actually, Ava, do you want me to show, or I just wanted to show the Learning To?
All right, let me.
That are new.
Okay, let me, I'm trying to figure out how do I get out of the camera. Oh, you see, you can know that I'm not used to sharing.
Just a regular share screen.
Yeah, I was trying to come out. I had my everything full screen, so I was saying, how do I get out of this?
So just if you go to the learningtube.com, Alita just wanted to show you.
All right, so
since you are new and this is your first session, I'm going to show you where you can find the replays or other people that don't know that. If you go to the main page and you scroll to the bottom, you will see where it says replays. And that's where you can see any of the past replays. So go ahead and click on that, Ava. And I want to point out the last one that we did. Last week, we had a special guest teaching about Notion. Now, Notion is a great tool to help you with project management and just managing your life. So there was lots of great information shared during that session. For those of you that were on it, let's see. What did you guys, who was on here? I think Kat, you were there. A few people were on during that session. Lots of great information. If you missed it, make sure you go back and check that one out. It was a lot of information, warning you right now. It was a lot of information. It's something that you would want to have a replay so that you can stop and listen and go back and take notes and learn. So definitely check that one out. It will definitely help you when it comes to managing stuff, your projects, your things that you're working, your to-do list, your personal stuff as well. Ben, that was the speaker for us. He is an expert with Notion and he was showing how he was using it. He was he's going on a trip to Japan, I think it was, and he had his whole trip detailed out. He has his daily journaling. He has his work stuff in there. So definitely check that out. And then if you scroll down, there's some other replays as well.
Okay.
That you can check out. So like that one right there, teaching you how to use Zoom, a print on demand, choosing the right tools and resources. And you'll see that this training is a mixture of myself, Ava, Alicia, and then we also have some guest speakers that come on as well. All right. So what questions do you guys have? What kind of things are you working on? What are you doing lately? Do you want to go over to the Facebook group, Ava?
All right, if I can find it back. Okay.
With all those many tabs.
I have a million tabs open.
But Ava, show them if you can. Ava is an expert when it comes to Chrome extension. And so there's this, she saw my screen and it had all these tabs on the top. And she said, goodness, Lorette, you need to do something with that. And she introduced me to a Chrome extension called OneTab. Do you have that to show, or?
I can, but I don't think it's going to work as it usually does because I set up some, I don't know if you see right here, I have some.
I put you on the spot.
I have some groups. I have some group tabs. Do you have I done group tabs before?
Why don't you talk about it, Ava?
Okay, so what I did, we have a new program and I want to keep track of some of this information, and it's a lot. So right here I have 7 Google Sheets, but I don't want to just have the Google Sheets there just exposed. So I have them in a tab, grouped. So to group a tab is very simple. So let's say I know I want to group, what's this I have here? I have so many things open, I don't even know what I can show. All right, I have, okay, Learning Tube. So suppose I have these 2 Learning Tube icons right here. This one, and I have another one here. So let's say this is the main page. I'm gonna go to the learningtube.com. So this is the main page, and then this one now has the replay page. So suppose I want to have these 2 tabs in a group. I can simply just right click on one of the tabs that I want to be a part of the group. And then I can come here and say add tab to group and new group, because I have these two already. So when I say new group, it's gonna ask me or allow me to create the group name. So I can have a tab called, why not, the Learning Tube. And I can choose a color for the tab. Let's see, my favorite color is purple, but purple is gonna clash with my already purple. So I'll do pink, my second favorite. And then I can come out of it and my tab is created. So right now, where am I? Oops, I closed out of it. All right, let me do that again. I closed out of it, Lorette. Oh my gosh. But you saw, it was fancy, right? I just look fancy with stuff going on. So let me just open the other tab. But you see that it's good for organization. If you're like us and maybe you don't want to be using the one tab all the time, you can have your tabs arranged in a way where it looks neat, it looks pretty, and so on. All right. So let me just go back there. So go back here, right click on the tab, and then go to, where was I? Add, yes, add tab to group. I'm calling it the Learning Tube. I'm not sure if it registered the first time. So let me do it again. As you know, with technology, if it doesn't work the first time, just do it again. I'm gonna press enter now to make sure. I didn't change the color this time. I left it on plain old gray. So I will drag, I can drag the tab into the group. So I'm dragging it into the group. All right, so right now, Learning Tube has 2 tabs in it. Notice the gray around this tab and the gray around this tab. If I want another tab in that group, I can just drag it in there. I can drag these GoToWebinars in there too. So right now, this group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can just open and close as I choose. All right, so just for organization purposes to have something like that. I try, Lorette, to be organized. I try. I don't succeed all the time, but you know, for this, so I know of the feature, but I've been really using it recently with what we've been doing, because with the one tab, it's gonna throw everything, collapse everything, and I don't want everything collapsed one time. But I can show you the one tab though. So one tab is a Chrome extension. It looks like a diamond here. It says one tab. If you've never put on a Chrome extension, how do you find them? You hear us talk about this all the time. No, the grouping is not part of one tab. It's just a Google Chrome feature that they have that allows you to be able to group. So you go to the Chrome Web Store. So I'm searching for it, Chrome Web Store. I'm searching for it. And then the first one is the actual Chrome Web Store website. You come in here, you can search in here for what you want. So you can search for one tab and press enter. It will show you. In my case, it shows me that I already have it. Once I click on it, it says remove from Chrome because I have it. So when you are adding an extension, it will say add to Chrome. All right. So how does it work? Simply, if you want all these tabs to disappear, as I said, I think it's going to keep the group, but if you want all of them, yes, all right.
I'm just saying, if you scroll down, it has that image right there. Yeah.
What's that? Oh, you're looking on
your screen, yeah. To basically say what it does.
Yes, it tells you what it does. Look at the rating, make a decision, informed decision if you want to install it, because not all extensions are, just with everything, not everything is safe. We know this is safe because we use it all the time, but when you're doing your own search, read the reviews, read about it. Sometimes they have a video tutorial telling you how to use it and such. So I have it right here in my extension bin. This is an area where you have all your extensions that you have pinned so that you can easily access them. But this icon here, puzzle box or a puzzle piece, allows you to see all your extensions, or the majority, and you can pin the one you want to have easy access, the one you're using all the time. So just like a regular, you know, those pin for bulletin boards, you can pin it. So mine is pinned. So let's see how it works. I just simply click it, and it's gonna just collapse down all of my, it's asking if I want to save because I had something functioning active in there. So it will ask you that if you had something open that you're currently working on, but I don't. So it moved all of them into an easy to access area where I can choose which one I want to open again, or I don't want to have it open, XYZ. Now, as I said, when I'm using my groups won't go into the one tab area. Well, people rarely use the grouping, but I love it. And if you want these to come back up, there's an option that says restore all. So I can just pop them all back up and they're opening. I can have them back all at once, or I can choose to put back one at a time. I can choose to delete all of them. There are so many options that are available. So will one tab pick up? Oh, will one tab not going to collapse the group tabs? No. Yes, Lorette?
I was just saying one of the reasons or one of the ways that I use one tab is like if I'm trying to shut down my laptop so I don't have to close every single window, I'll just one tab it and then shut it down.
I tend to use it for live sessions because I have a million things open and I might click on the wrong thing.
Yeah,
or it just looks neater just to not have all these tabs open. But I've started to use, as I said, the group. I think the group looks neat. Like it's just, you know, all those colors over there. It looks fancy. So I can just open and, so this one has some Facebook groups in there. As I saw, I did the Learning Tube test one. So there's so many features that we have in our browser that we're not even using. So always, you know, great to explore.
So was there a Learning Tube session on using Zoom? Yes.
Yes, it was I think it was, let me open it back.
That was
You were on that session. You were on that session. And you're saying that you're learning things that you didn't learn when you were even doing something with Zoom themselves. So this was it. Elevate every meeting, unlock Zoom secrets.
Yes. All right. Let's see. I would love to have something like this for my desktop, Paulette says. Sherry says, I am a tab queen. Yes, I have to very frequently. I'm like, close that, close that, close that. It says my computer gives me a warning and it says high usage or something. And I gotta shut
mine always says like low memory, close some tabs. It's like, and the thing is, caught up with the tabs because we have a lot going on and we want not to forget something. So if the tab is there, it's oh, I didn't do that. Many a times keeping the tab open has saved me. Like, oh, I didn't remember that. Luckily, I didn't close that tab. So it's a reminder as well.
All right, let's see. On one tab, could you save all the tabs used for meetings?
What kind of meetings?
Oh, so
remember,
like
one tab only really is working if you have a tab open. So is it a meeting tab you have open? So it's not a case where it's going to be.
So it's like something over and over. So for example, every day you want to open these 10 websites. Could you use it like that? Like every day I want to use these tabs.
It's not one tab though. That's something different. So in the back end of Google Chrome browser, you can choose which tabs you want to open every time you open your browser. So that's something different.
Is that another Chrome extension?
No, that's not an extension, but you go into the settings of Chrome. So these three little dots, vertical dots, you come here and you go to settings. Let me see if I can remember where to find them. And it should be, let me see. I don't remember exactly where to find it, but maybe on startup. Yes, because I do have that set up. So on startup, I've set it where when I open the browser, it will open these tabs, these websites. So I want Yahoo because I like to keep up with the news. I want Facebook because that's obvious. YouTube, I like to watch a lot of videos. And Fiverr, I'm a Fiverr seller. Zoom, I'm always doing something with Zoom. So
that would help you, Rick. I think that's what you're.
So it's all about, you'd customize yours. So here we see it says add new page. You would put in the URL. So if you wanted to bring up whatever it is, you come here and give me something, Lauren. Blah blah blah. Upwork. Let's say with it Upwork. All right. That's another freelancing platform. So let's say I want Upwork. So I make sure that the HTTP is on it. So just double click in the address area, select it, right click copy, come back to your settings, right click paste, and then you will add. So when I close this entire browser and I reopen it, it will open with the tabs that are the websites I always use and want to use.
Right. Kat says that's a great idea. She'd keep all those startups in there. Yes.
Yeah, because I find that when I'm starting up the same website. So when I
Yeah.
found feature, I'm saying, oh, why not just let it start up with them? And of course, as you grow with the different sites you start to use along the way, or ones you don't use as much, you can, backtrack.
Right.
So my area here, new tab, I customize my new tab area too, because there are certain websites that I go on a lot. Lorette, we are always on this. So this is customized for me.
And show people how you did that.
So for this one now, if I can remember, it's been so long. So you have the customized Chrome area here. And as you notice, mine is purple. I think Alisa did a video recently of an image she created in Mid-Journey that she used as the background. But I've had my color purple for the longest while, but you can do an image as well, and she showed a video on that recently. So customize Chrome, and here you have the colors that you want to choose, and shortcuts. Now if I am here, it says show shortcuts, so you'd have this on, so you see the shortcuts, and it says my shortcuts and most visited shortcuts. I am trying to remember how to add the shortcuts, Lorette. I'm not remembering at the moment, but it's somewhere in this particular region that you can do so. Here you see, if you don't want to show the shortcuts, have you ever been on somebody's computer and say, where are the shortcuts? Because you're used to being on your computer. Well, this is a fly, sorry. This is, I forgot I'm on camera. Lorette, the camera thing can't work. This is the a fly flew past and I just boxed it and said, oh, I'm on camera. This is the button that you use to keep on your shortcuts. And usually Chrome themselves, if they see you using a lot of tabs or websites, they will add some for you. They will add some for you here, and you can customize them that way. I have so many things maneuvering. I'm not used to the camera being on, and you can close the ones you're not using either. So I can close and it will readjust and all those good stuff. Yep, that's basically
Good. So these are all things that are going to help you with, productivity and keeping yourself organized and so forth. So great. Patty says, Ava, we don't see you often. You're beautiful and love those red curtains.
Oh, Patty, I wasn't ready. Thank you so much.
All right, let's see. Teresa says, this is my first time on. Where can I learn more information about AI or ChatGPT? So Teresa, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them here. Today is just a general Q&A session. So every week is something different. And if you want to learn more about AI or ChatGPT, we do have a program called the AI Experts Club. So let's see if we can, you just go to AIExpertsClub.com. Ava?
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to
still sharing my screen?
Say that again?
Am I still sharing my screen?
You are, yeah.
Okay. I'm like totally confused, Lorette. The camera is just getting me like, what am I doing?
So Teresa, you are new to AI. So this is our program. And Teresa, I'm going to send you a special link that you can get 1 month free. So it's basically our training for everything AI. So I think you would really enjoy that. There's a lot of people in this group that are members of the program and can attest that it's awesome. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and give you that link. Let me find it real quick. So keep going, Ava. Let me find that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Rick, I see. So one tab is going to help you for real. There's a lot of knickknacks that are in every tool we use. Do you know that some of the tools we use every day, there's something that we can discover new? Like I said, I've been using this tool for 10 years and I did not know this.
I didn't know it did that.
The need came up, right? And you say, oh, it can do that. I've had tools that I've been using for so long and I didn't know that it could do that until I needed to do that. So I always encourage people, hey, just open your regular tool that you're used to using and explore it. Go into the different areas. Always, anytime you see 3 dots like this, whether they're vertical or horizontal, they usually give you more options. People are afraid to click on different things.
Don't be scared to click on things. Check it out.
You're not gonna, I was gonna say you're not gonna break it, but some people do some, do some remarkable things.
See what it does. Right.
We're not gonna break it. So there are always some other options, whether it's 3 vertical dots, horizontal dots. You will see a plus. If you see something that has a plus, that's also an icon that gives you more options. So once you know that universal thing, they try to make it easy for you. They try to use universal icons around the board. So plus is usually extra items. Those 3 dots. We all know the power button, that circle with the line. Everything that we turn on and off usually has that button. Yeah. So just try to look at so if you're used to a button in one app doing that, chances are if you see that same button, it does the same thing in the other application.
Yes. All right. For those of you that have just joined us, we are doing a live Q&A session. My name is Lorette and that is Ava. So if you have questions, type that into the chat box. Looks like we do have some new people that are joining us. Every week we do something different. This week is Q&A. Last week we had a Notion expert. So let's see, any questions? Type that in.
The people that are joining for the first time, you're lucky because we're on camera. We're not usually on camera. Yes. At least they will be on camera, but we're the rare ones. At least they would be proud of us, Lorette, wouldn't she? Let's say Lorette and Ava. You both were on camera at the same time. History.
Is the Learning to Facebook group open?
Yes, let me go back.
Let's see, we have a question here. Karen, let me see. I'm launching a course in community the first time. I'm trying to figure out pricing for a first time community that has content and I'm adding more. The launch is set for December 8th. So Karen, I think a lot of it depends also on what your community is about. So what are you selling? What kind of course? What kind of content is it? And what are your fellow competitors charging for their course? Usually that's a good start to see what other people are doing, and then you can do something comparable. It doesn't mean that you need to be the same, but it helps give you a start. Another thing you can do is ask ChatGPT. If you're familiar with using that, we've used that to ask for advice on pricing as well. But see what some of your other competition is doing. And a lot of times it also depends on the content of what you're doing. So sometimes we price things by monetary gain. So for example, we had one of our fellow internet marketers, they were selling a course for $3,000 and people were saying, wow, that's a lot of money. He's like, yeah, but with my course, people are making $1 million. So I can charge $3,000 for it because they're making $1 million. So, that's another kind of thing that we use to help us decide on charging things as well. If that helped, Karen. In AI experts, some say not started, say some completed. It should be correct. Is it not accurate, Rick? It's saying not started and you did it, or is it should be working?
So what you need to remind him also, Lorette, is that if it does say not started and you are waiting to start and you have gone through it, it may mean that there are some checkoffs that the platform registers that you have complete if you check it. So if you haven't checked it, it may not say so. So we're not sure what the exact situation may be, but that's one of the things.
Right. So Rick, when you're in that module, there's a section on the bottom that says watched video. So that when you click watched video, that actually marks it off like you actually did it. That's the only way that it tracks if you did it or not. So if you went in there and you watched the video, then you just left, it doesn't track that. You have to click on watched video.
There are some that may say completed, even if you didn't complete, only because maybe we didn't pick it up for that particular one. But you know what you've gone through, so you're good.
Right. I know it helps, Rick, so you can see what you did and what you didn't do. So, if there's some that say that you didn't do it and you did do it, maybe go back and click on that watched video if that helps you manage.
And I think it does that that sound effect it does when you click one of those buttons, because it adds to your points. There's a point system as well. My eye is watering, Lorette. I don't know what's going on with it. And my nose is running. Oh my gosh, this is rough. All right.
Okay, so this is the Learning to Facebook group, and usually we like to go through here because there's people that are, posting questions or just having discussion. So let's see what's happening in the group. And for those of you that are in the Facebook group, make sure to jump in there, have some engagement, interaction. Let's have some chats going on. All right.
So this,
that's an old one.
That's an old. I know there's some old ones been popping up. Maybe some
people want free money.
Yeah. So for those who didn't know, you can actually sort any group that you're in by how you want to see the posts. So when you click here where it says most relevant, you can do most relevant as in the ones Facebook is going to decide based on the interaction with that post that, or what the post is about. It may decide that that's most relevant. Newest activity will be a post that, let's say the post has been there for 10 years and somebody commented on it today. That will be in newest activity because somebody commented or liked or so on. You'll see that for newest activity. But if you want to know the most recent post, you would click on new post and it will arrange like that. So I'm going to be doing new post so that we can see the most recent, which is by me, of the reminders that we do every Thursday. 15-minute reminder in the group as well as email. So here it is. And we have our welcome post that is done as well. And we have a tool here, our most popular tool that we love. Canva alone can run an entire business. For those who didn't know, Canva, if you do not have an account, you can go to thedesignduel.com and sign up for it, our link, and check out Canva. I don't know if Canva can get any more amazing. The things that you're adding is like unreal. Canva is unreal. And unreal is what you can do for free too. You can do so many things for free. But then the upgrade is so cost effective. I was checking it out, Lorette, and I didn't realize how cost effective, even if you're doing it monthly, how cost effective having Canva Pro is with what you can do. Remember, you were talking about the cost is sometimes the cost of a program is depending on how much money you can earn. Well, Canva isn't following that because
right.
that you can earn in Canva, and I think it's still. The one I saw, I remember seeing like it was less than $10 for the month. I don't know if I was seeing accurately, but it was like 7 something cents. And I was saying, oh, I'm not seeing right. But for what you can do in Canva, that's more than cost effective with all of the AI elements that Canva is adding. So
definitely. And
yeah,
just like you said, Canva just keeps getting better and better. So for those of you, I know most of you already signed up for it, but we do have a summit coming up, Design and AI Summit. I just put that in that chat box. Those of you that are new to the Learning Tube or new to us, you may have not seen this link yet, but it is in the chat box. Ava, if you could just go to that. Now, it was scheduled for the 17th and we moved it. And the reason that we moved it, oh, did I not type it in right?
I don't, let me see.
Oh, I did not. My fault.
Yeah, it had an error. So share it again.
Yeah, share it again.
Okay.
Okay. For those of you, so we did move it, and the reason that we moved it is because they recently added so much amazing new stuff to Canva that we needed some time to get in there and learn it so that we could share it with you. So that's why the date was moved, but it is going to be on the 27th. And for those of you that are not signed up, make sure to definitely sign up for it. Ava, did you put the correct, can you put the better, I think my link is wrong.
Let me do it. So design, all right, so let me just take this link. All right, let me see if I can.
So
okay.
this is, so like, once again, we moved the date because Canva just released something called Canva Magic, and it has some amazing stuff that Canva can do. They just keep getting better and better. So we
I think it's the right name for it. Magic was the right name.
Yeah, it is Magic. And we needed some time to learn some of the new tools and, you know, implement it so that we could share it with you. So if you're not registered for the summit, please sign up. It is absolutely free. We do give you an option if you want to. You don't have to upgrade to VIP. And that is $47. With the VIP, you get the recording and some other success tips. But here you can see some of the things that we're going to talk about. It's actually going to be more than what's on this page because, like I said, Canva released some new amazing things. And yeah, so definitely make sure to check that out. Kat says, I haven't heard about this new one. Well, there you go, Kat. Make sure to do that. Now, this is our second round. So we did do the Design and AI Summit a few weeks ago. So this is just another one. So if you were on the first one, you'll probably see some redundant things, but it doesn't hurt to see it again, right? So if you were already on this first one, you can come back and join us again. But if you weren't on that first one, then definitely be part of this one. Is Magic available for the free version? There's some pieces of it. So some of it's available free and some of it's available for pro. But of course, all the most amazing stuff is for pro. But what Ava was saying is how it's so affordable, especially if you're planning on using Canva on an ongoing basis. And once you get in there and see all the stuff that it does, it's amazing. And
I don't think there's anything that Canva, really, what does Canva not do?
I know. And I believe for a year, it's like $199, I think somebody was saying.
Any way you take it, for the year or for the month. Let's go on the prices so people can see. Let me go on Canva. Let me come here. Let me do it incognito so it will show us better the prices.
Rick says, I was on the first one and VIP. So those should have been sent to you via email, Rick. So if you didn't get it, please send an email to the ticket desk. So just reply to any of our emails and Dadrian, if you can give Rick the help desk email, give that to him. But it was sent out via email. So maybe you missed it, but we'll resend it to you.
It's not showing me the actual pricing here. It's just telling me to sign up for free. All right, let's click on Pro here. See prices. So this is
for one person, it's $55 for the year.
Yeah, per year. I mean, that's $54 for the year.
Wow. I thought it was 100 something, but
monthly. That's what I was seeing, Lorette. This for month.
Wow.
For one
and so
person.
you can see in there, it says full access to Magic Studio with over 20 AI-powered tools. Yeah.
So I mean, with all that Canva can do, $6 ordinary, that's ridiculous. Any subscription that costs that.
Just upgrade.
I was looking at it and saying, why am I not on Canva Pro?
Yes. All right. Yep. So Rick, once again, they were sent out. If you send us an email, we'll resend it to you. Or if Rick, I think you're in if you're in AI Experts Club, if you just log into the training portal, everything is in the same portal. So if you log into AI Experts Club or any of the
he found them.
Yeah, you'll see it in courses.
Yeah, he found it.
Oh, he found it. Okay, got it.
Yes, Paul, it's cheaper by doing yearly. The reason I suggest monthly sometimes, some people want to I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I do it for a month and I don't want it anymore. But yeah, it's cost effective to do the yearly.
Yes.
And for all that Canva no, guys, I don't think you've really looked in Canva. We've only
and we don't even know all of the extent.
We've only it can do so much.
I know.
I have to search for something and not find it in Canva.
You can get lost in Canva because you can play around and
we barely touch the surface of what you can do in Canva. So definitely. All right. So your Canva is showing $119 per year. Okay.
So, but all right. Definitely worth it. All right. Let's see. Patty was asking, is there a replay from the last one in the members area? Patty, I'm assuming you're asking for the design for this training. So if you were VIP and you got it, then yes, it would be in your members area. All right. Let's see. 119, Nicole says yes. I don't know why yours is different, Ava. Ava's special.
I'm special.
All right, let's see. What else is going on in the group?
All right, let's see. So our welcome post. Oh, we got caught up with Canva. See, we even got caught up with Canva.
A question, do you get the replays being an AI Experts Club member? These are separate. So the summits that we do are separate from anything else. So if you're a member of some other one of our programs, these summits are separate. Okay.
I need to learn this, Laura. Teach me, please.
We all do. We all do. We were talking yesterday.
Was working the entire day now for 2 days straight. How does one do that?
And I had this, and you would send me a message like, I'm going to take a break. And I'm like, don't read my messages, but I'm still going to message you. And you kept answering. I'm like, Ava, don't look at your phone. Put it down.
It's and you were sending me messages last night, and I didn't go to bed, you know. I knocked out. Based on when I replied to the message this morning. That's when I got back home. It's like, but guys, you need to take breaks. We're trying to learn how. Maybe we need a mentor to tell us about taking breaks. How do you do that? Working first. But we know we talked about the power.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
People are always here to talk about this, right? But it works. But you have to be disciplined to use it, because obviously we're not using it well.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, it's important to take care of yourself. So we talk about breaks. We've talked about it before. We've talked about the tool called the Pomodoro routine, which is basically you work for 20 minutes, you take a break, you work for 20 minutes, take a break. But it's important to take breaks when you're working, especially when you're working on your own and I don't leave my chair for hours. I forgot to eat.
Exactly. It's not healthy.
I know. We need to do better.
You said, wow, 5 hours passed?
I know.
I thought, how do you get so caught up?
Yes. But, we also, it's because we had a big launch today. So, sometimes it goes on and off on what you're doing. But anyway, take breaks.
Take breaks. Don't be like us. Sometimes my stomach growls and say, you need to eat.
Yes. All right. So question here, Teresa, the link that I sent you. So the link that I sent you for AI experts, Teresa, you'll see that it's coded, like scroll down and you'll see that it automatically deducted a month from it. Kimberly, what tool do you use for your automated email? So what do we use for our autoresponder system? We use a tool called Drip. It's not that common. Not a lot of people know it. It's great, but it's kind of advanced. One of the ones that we recommend for people that are just starting out is Aweber. So Ava, if you can go to alicialittle.com/Aweber, and this is an autoresponder. Like there's a lot out there. People will say, there's Constant Contact, there's MailChimp, there's all types of different ones that are out there. But personally, I like Aweber. I think it's very easy to use. It's cost-wise, it's comparable to all the other ones, and they keep evolving. So there's some that Aweber has been along for a very long time. Like this is the first one we used back in 2002. I was using Aweber, but they keep growing. So they have a lot of AI integrated into their system as well, which is great. Let's see. So that would be good for you, Kimberly. And then also you were asking about lead magnet. So I recommended Aweber because of that. Aweber actually gives you lead magnet templates. So you can do it all within Aweber. So you can actually create an opt-in within Aweber, and then it connects directly to your email, to the email marketing system. So they give you a free trial. So I would recommend get a free trial. Play around with it. They have great tutorial, great support. So that's what I would recommend for you, Kimberly. All right. And so that's alicialittle.com/Aweber.
Yep.
Let's see. Do any of the email programs you're suggesting also text besides emailing? So the one that I was talking about before, Drip, it does have text integrated in it. We actually have not used that yet, but that's there. One of the systems that we use for texting is called Simple Texting. And what we do is that we connect it with a Zap. So if you're familiar with, is it Zapier? Zapier?
I think Zapier.
Zapier. So what we do is that we connect it via a Zap. So we go from Drip, Zap to Simple Texting. I don't know if that confused you, but that's what we use. So Simple Texting, if you want, can you pull that up as well?
Okay.
So simple texting is the system that we use for texting. When you get our text messages, it's going through here. It's another one that's pretty easy to use, and yeah. So, but if you wanted to do one that's integrated, Drip is what we use, and it does have the text message. I just haven't spent the time figuring out how to use it within Drip. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stick with simple texting for now until I figure it out.
That has one figuring out too.
Yeah, but Drip does have texting integrated. Sherry was asking, why do I use Drip versus Aweber? Drip just had a lot more bells and whistles, I guess, a lot more features. It's pretty advanced as far as segmentation and fancy stuff that we're not using all of it yet, but it's a very robust system, Drip. But I like it. I mean, if you are planning on growing big, which I'm sure you are, then I would say check out Drip as well. Okay. And it's getdrip.com is the URL for Drip. So you can check those both out. I believe they both have, I'm sure it has a free trial as well. But yeah, so that's what we use as well. And I really like it. Is Aweber going to host the email? So Annie, Aweber, you would put the email, so all your people, so when people opt in to your list, it goes inside of these autoresponders. So this is Drip, the other one was Aweber, and then inside of there is where you create all your emails that they're going to send out as well. So it has the emails and it has the people's information as well. Okay, so Drip is Get Drip. Let me put that in. Oh, is it just Drip? I thought it was Get Drip. I always go to Get Drip.
It was Get Drip, but then it turned back to Drip.
Redirects. Oh, okay.
Look, this was what I put, and then it changed.
Then it changed. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I put the Get Drip though, because Get Drip.
Okay.
Works. Drip actually doesn't take me here. Now, if I go to drip.com, it doesn't take me here. So I don't know why they're changing it to Drip. Go and figure.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Usually works.
Let's see. Okay, so the AI certification. So we do have another program that is our AI certification. So Janice, that is actually currently going through the approval process. So the accreditation company is going through the training and they are currently approving it for accreditation. So we're waiting on that. Okay, Annie, is Drip like SendGrid? Yeah, I would say Drip is more like Infusionsoft. So it's more of an, advanced email marketing platform. Okay. All right. What other questions do you guys have? Any other questions? I will send that to you, Agnes. I know you've been sending messages. So as we were saying with that we had a launch today. So somebody was asking, Kat, we had a launch today. This was actually a program that we're doing in Jamaica. So a lot of you may not know this, but we do a lot of work in Jamaica. And one of the programs that we're doing today, it launched, we're teaching 3,000 Jamaicans how to be freelancers. And it's sponsored by NCB Bank, which is the largest bank on the island of Jamaica. So they are sponsoring us to train and teach 3,000 Jamaicans on how to be freelancers. So we're teaching them different tips, different strategies, how to use AI, how to work, local community in their Facebook groups, using Fiverr, Upwork, all those different things on how to become freelancers. So that's what we're doing. And that's what we had today. So it was a lot of back. Look at Ava's face. That's why we've been working all day. So, and it just launched literally right before this. We just got off orientation.
We are sleep talking.
Yes. So if we ramble and we're not making sense, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Yes. Yes. So we were on the radio. We were doing a lot of stuff for this program, for the program we just launched. Martha, what do you think of Go High Level is all in one? You know, honestly, Martha, we personally have not used Go High Level, but I know a lot of people that are, and they all have good things to say about it. And, you know, one of the reasons why we haven't gone to Go High Level is just because we have our stuff in all these different places. So it would just take us, you know, some energy to move it to high level, to go high level. But if we were starting from scratch, that would probably be a good option to use. For those of you that are not familiar with Go High Level, it's basically an all-in-one platform that has email, text messages, landing pages, like it has like basically everything all in one. And so, like I said, I do know a lot of people that are using it. They have good things to say about it. It is a, you know, monthly price tag and stuff, but yeah, so I've heard good things about it, Martha. So if you were looking at it, I would go ahead and try it out. Carl, do you use simple text in Jamaica? We don't, so it does not work over there. What is the one that we used to use?
Yeah, what is the name of that one? I don't remember. I
don't remember.
Like how long ago did we use that?
But no, simple texting does not work in Jamaica. We had one that we were specific.
No, it's not that consistent.
Bulk SMS.
Yes. Wow, Lorette.
It came to me.
I was blank.
So the one that we used for Jamaica was called bulksms.com, and that was able to go to Jamaica because that was a problem that we couldn't text in Jamaica. So yes. Okay. Got that, Carl? It was bulk SMS. All right.
What was the name?
Let's see. What is the difference between the Canva training you did a couple weeks ago, the one that's coming up? I did attend and did the VIP for the, so it's not that different, Kimberly. So if you were on the first one, you know, you're going to hear a lot of redundant things. We're kind of just redoing it, but then adding in some new things, because since we did that, Canva has released more amazing things, more AI related things. So we're not only going to teach the stuff that we taught in the first one, but then we're also going to add more to it. So that's the difference. So you know, if maybe you're questioning, should I get VIP? Maybe not, since you got it for the first one. There will be some new things though. Okay. Okay. Teresa says, thank you for this experience. I'm going to love joining this community. Yes, you are. Welcome once again. Kat says, very pricey, hard to learn. So Kat, I'm assuming you're referring to Go High Level. Yeah, it is. It's hard to learn because it's so intense. Like there's so many pieces of it. So, you know, I don't know if they have a free trial, but usually anything you do, you can check it out. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I was recommending Aweber, because I feel that Aweber is a very beginner friendly, easy to use platform for those of you that are, you know, just looking for autoresponder. And it also does that lead capture page for you. Like you can create the lead capture pages in Aweber as well. So Go High Level is a, you know, more high level, more, you know, if you're at that level, if you're just starting out, you have nothing and you don't really have the funds and things like that, then you may not want to start there. So Agnes was saying, yes, they do have a 14-day trial, Go High Level. Okay. Let's see. And Kat was saying that it is pricey, especially if you're not generating any income yet. That may not be where you should start. Let's see. So Frankie was asking, what tools do you use to plan and manage your daily tasks? So Dadrian answered, which was a great answer. So Frankie, go and watch the replay for Notion that we did last week. We had an expert on there talking about Notion, and he showed us how he managed his day, and it was amazing. I felt like a slacker. Ava, you need to go watch. I don't think you saw that one yet. You need to go watch that Notion training. And
that's what I heard. I'm saying, oh my gosh, is this
you're gonna shake your head. Like this guy was so organized. Like
I can't imagine being that organized. But yeah, I realized I need to check it out.
It was very impressive. It was very impressive. So Frankie, check out the replay and you will see how to use Notion to help organize your life. All right. Winston, what is the top way ChatGPT can earn you a good income? Oh my gosh, Winston, there's so many different ways. And honestly, we use ChatGPT for pretty much everything that we do now in our daily routine. I know Ava uses it for a ton of things. I use it for a lot. I would recommend, if you're not already, to be part of our AI Experts Club. You can go in there, you can see what other people are doing. I mean, people are using it for all kinds of things. Like this is in my hand, I just ordered this. This is one of our students, Dennis. I don't think you saw it.
No, I didn't. No, well,
Kind of
you
hard
know,
to see.
the influencers, Lorette, they put their hand behind it. Yeah, the glare, yeah. Behind. Anyway, yes. What's that? It's a giraffe.
Yeah, so it's cool. There, that's a good, right there.
Yes.
So
What
these
are
are
those?
playing cards.
Oh,
Isn't that neat? And he used AI. This is an AI generated image, and he sells these on Etsy. So he has a bunch of them with all different types of cool designs. So people are doing all types of things. We've got students that are doing coloring books. We've got poker cards. Dennis is also doing wrapping paper, like customized wrapping paper, right? So all kinds of things. And then
people still use wrapping paper?
Yes, we do, Ava.
People like you who still use notepads and pens. I don't own a pen now, Lorette.
But all types of things. You know, I used ChatGPT this morning to finish writing a proposal for me for some consulting. Like, we use it for so many different things. That's a very loaded question. But I would definitely, you know, if you're not already, get into our AI Experts Club, and you can see what some other people are doing and, you know, how you can use AI. Okay. Yes, Patty, there was a company that you recommended to answer phone calls. Virtual, what do they call? My Virtual Office? Is that what's it? My Virtual Office, I think. So, no, that's not it. Do you remember what it is? You don't
I don't remember.
I'll have to
remember sleep talking.
I thought it was My Virtual Office, but it says it's not. I'll have to find that for you, Patty. But the question that Patty was saying is that there is a company that we work with in Jamaica. They're based in Jamaica, and they answer our phones. So it was so cheap. It was like $100 a month or something like that. And a human answers your phone, which is fantastic. So I need to find that. Give me a minute. Hold on.
Alicia, maybe she remembers.
Keep going, Ava. Let me get it real quick.
But yes, there are so many tools that are out there. I see Rick was asking about like what to use. ChatGPT is good to start off with because you do have a pro version for $20, but you can do a lot for free. You have one called Perplexity, which Alicia has been talking about a lot recently too, perplexity.com, that you can check out as well.
Okay, I found it. It's My Virtual Offices with an S.
Oh.
So I just put it into the chat box. Patty,
so yeah, she can start off with that. ChatGPT. So you're all set. You're good.
So Ava, if you click on that, myvirtualoffices.com, this is a phone call answering service. So they actually answer for you. So if you scroll down, there is, go to select your package. Learn more. These are the packages. So that's the one that we do, is the $100 a month, but you get a phone number, they answer live, and then they send it, they take a message and send it wherever you want to send it. So they send our messages to our help desk, and you can also give them like a script. So for example, if you have a promotion and you're like, call this number, and they can call the number and answer it with your script, whatever you want them to say. So it's great. And one thing that's great about it is that it's per call, like it's per call. So 110 calls per month. We used to pay for a service that charged us per minute, and our bill was thousands. It was outrageous. So we went from thousands to $100.
$100.
Like,
Wow.
gigantic difference. So I recommend them. They're great. I mean, it's cheap. So yeah, there you go. So there's something that you can do. Great place to start. Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see. So Kimberly was asking, what's the difference between ConvertKit and Aweber? Honestly, I don't know much about ConvertKit, Kimberly, but I think they're probably very close. A lot of times too, I'll choose things based on what I feel comfortable using. So for example, you know, there's some tools out there that I'm like, I just don't get it. And I don't want to spend the time figuring it out. So, you know, ConvertKit and Aweber, I'm sure they're very similar. They probably cost pretty much the same. So it's really up to you to get in there, get that free trial, play around with it, and see what you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, because even though some tools may do the same, you just prefer to use another one.
Right. Okay, so Janice saying, was Aweber and High Level the platinum for your courses? No. So to do our courses, what's Alicia's link for that? alicialittle.com/Experientify.
Is it? Try it.
Let's see if it comes up. Nope. Well, we use a tool called Experientify. I'm going to find it is on our website.
It was, yeah, I was just going to say it right there. Oh, well, you're not going to see the actual link there. I think we did it on we did it on the what are we on now? Oh, the learning the learning.
Yes. So I just put it into the chat box for everybody, but that is our link for Experientify. That is the membership platform that we use to hold our training. So if you're in any of our programs, more of the recent ones, if you're in any of our recent ones, you're in that platform. So it's very easy to use. I love it. We've used a lot of platforms in the past. The one before this was Teachable, which was fine. I mean, nothing was wrong with it, but this one's just better. Would you agree, Ava?
I'm a little when it comes to how it looks and the gamification that it has, nothing beats that. You know, that's definitely nice and stuff, but there are a little thing, like with the uploads and stuff, I don't really like that. But in comparison, for the student experience, you can't beat that.
Student experience is definitely
is tier one.
It's better, and cost-wise, it's definitely cost-wise much better as well. For Teachable, we were paying $120 a month, and for this one, I actually paid for a lifetime. So because I knew we were going to use it forever, so lifetime was $3,000 for lifetime.
Yeah, because didn't you pay that to have Teachable do something special for a year? Just the 1 year? Yeah, I think so. Something like that. Yeah. And this is a lifetime.
Lifetime, right. And so you can also do, but you don't have to get lifetime. The other option was, I think it was like $2.99 for 6 months. They've got deals. When you sign up there, you can get a free trial. And on that free trial, there's an upsell page. And on that upsell page, they give you different options, like the 6 month, 1 year, lifetime, and so forth. I would recommend if you plan on doing it. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, remember, we wanted to do something special, so we had to upgrade to that real expensive one. So if you got, and that's what it came up to.
It is.
So and then this year you paid for the lifetime for just what you got for like a couple months with that one. It's amazing.
Yeah. So right. So anyway, I think it's a good tool. Price wise, it's great. User experience, it's great. So check that out.
Yeah.
Kat was just mentioning with Notion, she said she needs to rewatch it. I can't remember a single thing he taught because there was so much information. It's definitely a rewatch. But when you rewatch it and see what he does, honestly, it's great. Like you just have to spend a little time figuring it out, pushing pause and doing it. But once you do master it, it's awesome. So Agnes was saying she uses ChatGPT for almost a year and it's a tool I use daily. Yep, I use it daily as well. Kat was saying, Benjamin, the Notion was amazing and creative. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, Rick. So Rick says, are there some trainings that you can suggest to start an income? We're a family business. My daughter's coming home from Christmas break and bugging me where we should start with ChatGPT. Well, Rick, I'm pretty sure you're an AI Experts Club. Have her, get in there and see what some of the things are doing. Like these types of things, like these playing cards, the coloring books, the wrapping paper, like stuff like that, I think would be fun for a college student, to do those types of things. So you want to make sure that it's something that keeps her interest, like creating these images in Midjourney and Canva. Canva can do so much amazing things. So definitely get into that. And we're going to be having another training on print on demand. So I know we had a guest speaker come in on the Learning Tube talking about, things that he does for print on demand, but we're going to have a special one using AI, Midjourney and Canva to create magic with some print on demand as well. Okay, how do you join AI Experts Club? So I'm going to go ahead and put the link here that I gave. So this is a special link. Or do you see the link that I gave, Dadrian? Can you put that in the chat? It was a special link for a discount that I gave Teresa. All right, so we'll do that. So Tosin, okay. Is there any AI tools to help read and organize emails? Do you know any? Does anybody know that? Organize. I know we use, what is that tool? Compose AI is a tool that can help you with reading the emails and responding. I don't know about organizing, but it helps you read and respond. Compose AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can I use ChatGPT to create an efficient study plan to help me study? Just like that. You ask ChatGPT that you need, let them know what you're trying to study and ask for a study plan.
A comprehensive, effective plan.
Yes.
I'm surprised, that you can just tell ChatGPT exactly what you want. And if it's not perfect, you can tell it, okay, can you add this, or I don't like that part, can you replace it with this? So have a conversation with ChatGPT. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize when Alisa does her demos. She's speaking to Chatty like Chatty is a human. She even says, please, Chatty. Thank you, Chatty. I love that, Chatty. Like, I just say, tell me this. I command it, but she's having a conversation with it and going back and forth. So talk to it.
Yes. Okay, and so, Sherry was saying, who answers your phone for $100 per month? So that's what's on the screen right here, My Virtual Offices with an S at the end. And yeah, that's a tool. It's a company that we use over in Jamaica. And I don't know if there's a way when you sign up, but we know the guy, and he said, if you've got people, make sure to let them know that Alicia sent you. So yeah, so when you do that, tell them Alicia sent you. All right, Sherry? Let's see. Patty, what is Ava doing? Patty, thank you, because you're always asking what Ava is doing. Ava, my daughter. So that's Ava, my daughter's Ava.
What am I doing?
I know. Ava, my daughter, she sells earrings, and she just recently, last weekend, she did a craft fair and did very well. Now I have a story for you. This is just cute, real quick. But I also have a 4-year-old. So my 4-year-old's name is Elena, and and where this craft fair was at, it was at a park. And so Ava's tent was right here, and the park was literally like, you could see it was the playground right in front of it. And so the 4-year-old went to the playground, and at her tent, she had free candy because, Halloween's coming up. So she had free candy, and people were coming around taking free candy. Then she would try to sell them her earrings. So anyway, the 4-year-old would go to the park, and she would find kids. She told the kids, she's like, hey, my sister's got free candy. You want to come over and get some free candy? And they're like, okay. they run over to the tent and get free candy. And then she's like, by the way, she also sells earrings. And then the parent would come over because the kid just went to the table and the parent's like, what's going on over here? And like, oh, my sis. So it was so funny because the 4-year-old was like hustling the kids in the playground, bringing them over to the table, and they were tag teaming. And then Ava would sell, because then the parent would come over, then Ava would sell them the earring. But it was just so funny because and she did it all by herself. And then the kid would buy the earrings, and then she's like, okay, let me go find another friend. And she'd go back out and bring another kid in.
Growing those little entrepreneurs, right?
A little hustler, trying to get kids to come to the table. And she was telling them, like, we've got free candy.
That's smart.
So that was a lead magnet, right? She was bringing them to entice them with the candy. And then she was saying, by the way, we've got earrings. And then the parents come over, and then she would sell it to the parent. Anyway, great marketing. Yes, Sharon.
Sounds like her, yeah.
They were tag teaming. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes.
She earned a commission. Did she earn a commission?
And then she was telling them, like, hey, look at this, look at this. It's so funny. All right. Entrepreneurial blood sure is. It's like me and Alicia. We've been entrepreneurs since we were little, selling things, dog walking, hair braiding, cat sitting. Like, we did everything. All right. Rick, I made the 100 quotes from the training. Okay, so in Alicia's training, she was teaching people how to create quotes with ChatGPT for social media. How do you use them then? Do you download them and upload one a day? So yes, exactly. So you can upload them one a day, or however else you want to spread them apart. Exactly, that's how you use them, Rick. Let's see. Oh, Dennis, yes, Kat, yes. Let's see. So the class on the 27th is not the class specifically, so that the Design and AI Summit on the 27th is going to teach you how you can use Canva and AI to create these amazing things. It's not going to be, it's not a specific class on print on demand. That's something that's going to be separate. But the things that we teach you are definitely things that you can do for print on demand. But in the print on demand class, we're actually going to show you, how to do the ordering, how to set it up with Etsy, like all the other technical integration parts of it. The one on the 27th is purely the design aspect. Okay. Let's see. I think that's it. Carl says, we were entrepreneurs since we were little. Funny, Carl, funny. Oh, did I think I said that. Yeah, it's in their blood.
Yeah, you did.
Is. All right. Okay, does anybody else have any other questions? Martha, I don't know when the print on demand training is, but we're trying to do it as soon as possible before the holidays. So that is our goal. Can ChatGPT create and plan a social media traffic strategy? Yes. Frankie, a lot of questions that you ask about ChatGPT, you can definitely do that. So if you're ever wondering, can ChatGPT do this? 99% of the time, it can. So just give it a shot. So if you want to create some kind of social media plan, go ahead and ask, and it will do it. Yes, a lot of people I see are excited about the print on demand training. Me too. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Anything else, Ava? So I know you can go take a nap.
Oh my gosh, I'm good. I'm ready.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Jump in that Facebook group if you have any questions. And that's it. All right, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Well, one last question. Someone's asking, alternative to ChatGPT. Well, you have Claude AI, Perplexity. You can type in that too, alternative to ChatGPT, and you get so many. So check it out. All right, guys. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.